her weave, she got on clearance. But you smoking quiche and you popping rocks, well, I'm better without you like turns. Spent 106 on these jeans, 1200 on these shoes. Call up Frankie Diamonds if you want the quote on these jewels. You can have the playbook, but still you can't stop these moves. Why would I want your girl do when my Penelope Cruz? When I hit the scene, Mr. Clean, kid check the team. Diamonds on gleam, screaming blink when the sun beam. Sipping on some lean, stacking cream, living out my dreams. Fresh as Listerine, bar, what the fuck you mean? If they're stacking, I'm laughing. After this lesson, I'm taxing. Diversification, young boy, that's how you bring them stacks in. But I'm over their head when I talk about bread. They think they stacking something. For real, boy, you frontin', but we ain't seen nothing.
Stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm getting it. Stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm stacking it up. Stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm getting it. Stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm stacking it up. And baby took it back to the basics. That was for the haters. Now we entertain them, upgrade them to a level they ain't seen before. We been stacking dough, doing shows on the low. Now we living, spending, sipping on yachts, we getting it. No, we not pretending. Y'all niggas already know, cause y'all are my witness. Please look where I'm standing. Please look at what I'm wearing. There is no comparing. Oh, we on that grind all the time. Have a habit to always shine. I'ma make sure I get mine this time on time. That's why we be stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm getting it. Stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm stacking it up. Stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm getting it. Stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm stacking money, I'm stacking it up. I'm bitching all on Pluto and yours in your rain. There's so much money out here, you can't even comprehend it. We getting it, not spending it. We on another mission. Can't even club with you, cause you not no competition. Stacking money up. Stacking money up. Stacking money up. Stacking money up. Stacking money up.
Call Shawty Andrea Jackson. Shawty say she don't license 200.
Rest
So I
in peace,
do
Pimp
$1,000
C.
20 told baby go.
I see you, bun
money.
They get money.
Money, baby. Money. Take it out.
Hold
She
up.
gotta take it off. Drop it low, drop it low. Bust it open, let me see what that hitting for. She gotta take it off. Drop it low, drop it low. Bust it open, let me see what that hitting for. She gotta take it off. Drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low.
Hold up.
Drop it low. She gotta take it off. Drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low. Drop it low. I say face down. So that's the way we like to. Now she popping on her handstand, turning up. She get loose on that goose. If I work, she the truth. Gonna bust it open, let me see what it do. Bad yellow bone, chasing money, the fame. I'm with your campaign, diamonds in my chain. We gripping money, we gripping grain. Throwing hundreds, we make it rain. Round of applause, gonna do your damn thing. Gotta take it off. Drop it low, drop it low. Bust it open, let me see what that hitting for. She gotta take it off. Drop it low, drop it low. Bust it open, let me see what that hitting for. She gotta take it off. Drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low.
Hold up.
Drop it low. She gotta take it off. Drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low.
What's up, Polo?
Drop it low.
She on the floor, on her hands and knees. I love this. Come on, spend some cheese, cause I got some. Well, I black 6, I'm Spanish. In the AUG, they know PT cause I'm a G. DSGB, rest in peace to Pimp C. Strip club anthem, young, black, and handsome. Throwing money rapidly, hold on, coming after me. Little mama say she wants to go. She know I'm gon' throw some more. Go to a like 20 below. Take it out or get out the door.
She gotta take it off. Drop it low, drop it low. Bust it open, let me see what that hitting for. She gotta take it off. Drop it low, drop it low. Bust it open, let me see what that hitting for. She gotta take it off. Drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low.
A real floating, loud pack smoking. When you see me throw that cash, hit that flow and bust it open. I'm a player in my city, just going down. And I come to get that. I'm the dumb. Take it all slow. Let me see the show. Real up in here. What that hit it for?
You gotta take it off. Drop it low, drop it low. Drop it open, let me see where that is. You gotta take it off. Dizzy on the beat.
You haters couldn't stop me, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need to live? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whip. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need to live? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whip. You haters couldn't stop me, you better go and copy. My shit is hard like a brick from Poppy. You gotta watch these niggas acting cocky, but the trade pen was sweeten up the beef, no teriyaki. Yeah. Mobbing on the streets like a hooligan. Mobbing on the streets, I'm making moves again. Talking about your name ring bells, but every time they say you, they be asking who are you again. Your man know, the world don't understand though. I knew I was the streets, I see my uncle with a banjo, cutting up the grand flow. Church, the fiends said the greenhouse be having all that work. Same fiends that put him in the jail, wouldn't let him out, they ain't even give him bail. In my city, either that or a box, or in the spot, parking lot, pimping in the parking lot. We parking lot, pimping there and out the parking lot. We parking lot, pimping there and out the parking lot. We parking lot, pimping there and out the parking lot. We parking lot, pimping there and out the parking lot. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need to live? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whip. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need to live? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whips. You haters couldn't stop me, your boy looking cocky. I slide on you haters and eat them all. Shipping broccoli, then side with your bitch. You know I'm liking them sake. I like my money on hoes. I chase some chickens like Rocky. And you know I come and do and get it all day. Speed dial is a cold way. Sipping Henny in my lobby, nigga. Telling them meeting the whole way. We like drinking, getting money dipped in the latest fashion. Hustle, money made, flipped it right into rapping. Doing 9 to 5 while they bringing the packs in. Me and my bro getting ready to bring the stacks in. Every night is a party on my block. HHPOV.
Are they?
Mics are on.
Are they on? Are they?
Your mics are now on.
HipHop Point of View presents Heroes Headquarters.
Yeah, welcome to Thursday, 6 to 8.
We got professional on-time guests. You know what I mean? Yeah. Taking his craft very serious.
Yeah.
Rich P starting off the lineup.
Yeah.
Rich, man, introduce yourself, man. Tell them how to get it, how to see you live or see what's going on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How is everybody doing out there? It's your boy Rich P, straight out of Harlem, New York. Repping NYC to the fullest, man. Appreciate you guys having me here. It's always a blessing to be able to extend my talents and my blessings to, you know, an amazing platform. So HipHop Point of View, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. First of all, it's, you know, we love Harlem. I feel like Bronx and Uptown is Bronx and Harlem is one big borough called Uptown.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah, no, most definitely is.
Without a doubt.
Most definitely is.
They should eliminate Bronx and Harlem and just call it
Uptown. It's just be all
you know
Uptown,
what?
right?
We going
That's
do
what
that
we
right
doing.
now. We going to just say that.
Rich, that's
right
what
now.
we doing from now on.
I hear that.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if it wasn't for Harlem, I wouldn't be getting my shine on.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Bronx
dope.
keep creating
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
Yes, sir.
But if you don't mind, what part of Harlem you from, Rich?
West Side,
West side.
134th Street and 8th Avenue.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
West Side.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah, I know about that.
Right in the
That's
heart.
what's up, man.
He's like in the midtown.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Smack there.
Right in the middle of
Smack there.
the
He's
Dykeman side.
He's the Switzerland of Harlem.
There you go.
Uptown, downtown, Switzerland.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You got Dykeman and all that on the
Yeah.
top. You got
Straight
East
up.
Side 110 on the bottom.
Yeah,
right in the middle.
Facts.
So one of the shout out to Tim, man. You know,
Shout out him again. Yes, sir.
We met him at St. John's.
Okay.
Some events, and he's been keeping in contact. So I'm glad he appreciates what we do and what you do, and put us in, you know what I mean, in the right path.
Right.
How you know Tim?
I met Tim years ago. Tim served in the military, and my dad did as well. They served in Afghanistan together. So, you know, one day,
dope.
yeah,
Salute
crazy.
to the troops.
Absolutely,
Army brats.
big facts. One day, I had a show for the clothing line Sabbath. Shout out the show from the owner of Sabbath. They had Sabbath night downtown, and I was performing. And my pops came and brought Tim, and my pops was gone for such a long time that he was like, he always been supporting me and watching what I was doing, but I guess when he seen that show, he was like, nah, you ready to go. And Tim was there, and Tim was like, yo, this is your son? He was like, nah, I gotta, you know, find a way to be a part of this and support. So Tim kind of just became like that manager, road manager, / just whatever
Guidance,
you need.
a guardian.
Yeah, and let me take care of, like, you know, plug you where I can. And so, yeah,
That's
man.
what's up, man.
Good
That's
dude.
what's up.
Good dude. Shout out to
That's
Tim.
what's up.
Him again in the building. Yes, sir.
So I want to talk about this title of this new joint. It's crazy. But
Appreciate
if
it.
you could, Rob, when you get a moment, I know I don't do the I think the hook up to the system, the wires are right there.
Yeah.
So if you could look up, the album's called what? Kicking It With My Pops?
Yes, sir. Kicking it with my
Kicking
pops.
It With My Pops.
Yeah.
Was it KIW?
MP.
KIWMP. If you could look that up. Are you on? And we, listen, I was talking to Rich about it, Rich P about it. Rich was like, yo, man, you know, the love is there. People download it. Would you be opposed to downloading it, Bravo?
No.
So,
No.
You know what I'm saying? This is what we do, right?
Right.
Download it. We're going to play it here. But that title is heavy. You know what I mean?
Very.
Is that your first project?
It's my first album, but projects is my fourth. As a solo artist, I have 3 as in a group. I put out my first mixtape in like 2003. I was like 13. Like maybe like 12, 13, something like that.
Really?
I was in a group called Street Team. I've been rapping since I was 6 years old. The first time I wrote a rhymes when I heard Affirmative Action by Nas, Foxy Brown, AZ, and Cormega. Because my father, my pops is from Southside, so you know he rep Queens to the fullest. So he just straight up. And my parents are young, so I grew up in a hip hop house. So being a kid like that, it was straight.
That's how they was playing.
Hip hop in the crib. My mom's bumping TLC. You know, she loved Noriega and Jay-Z, all that. So when my pops used to play that, I was like, I want to rap. And then he used to rap too, so I wanted to be like him. So yeah, by the time I was like a teenager though, he used to sneak me in clubs to battle people on school nights, and I'll be winning
to battle people, giving people hell.
Yep.
Snuck them in.
Wildlin Out. And I put out a couple mixtapes as in this group called Street Team, and then after that I became years went by. 09, fast forward to 2009, I put out my first mixtape called The Inauguration. 2011, I put out my second title, The Oval Office, and then my third was The Assassination.
So what age was the first album?
13.
Project 13.
Yeah.
Wow.
13.
What was school like? Like when
School
you like
was junior high. It was
you
just
playing
fun
it at
time.
did you do a talent show release party? Like was it a release party
The
in
group
school?
I was in, it was 4 of us, so I was the youngest one in the group. It was crazy. We would just go to Club Pyramid. I was just young and wild. I was just 13 years old. Yeah,
Club
at Pyramid performing. Like I said, my pops, they used to have this underground show called Strength in Numbers, and they would have they had the biggest underground New York show in the city. Fred the Godson got to start there. Shout out to Mike Mills from Far Rock. He got a deal with MBK from that. You know, my pops and my uncles Mike and Chill, they took him under the wing. He got a deal. So a lot of people had came out. And the crazy thing is, I opened up for Fred the Godson one day. He seen my father, was like, "This your father?" He's like, "Yo, this dude like gave me my start." Wow. So he threw the feature on the Humble. Like after that, I just got the verse and we did a record. Like, so it's crazy how history can go that far back.
Fly Boii Kris, what up, babe?
What's
How you doing, man? I know you got things shaking and moving, so we had to squeeze you in. We know all that. Was like this is on Rich P.
All right.
Peace, King.
What's going on, man? How's everything with you?
So we got
Pretty good,
Mr.
my
Entertainer
dude.
Extraordinaire, Fly Boii Kris.
Yes, sir. We in the building. How's everything, man?
Good. We chilling, man.
Last time I seen you, we was popping a bottle, smoking hookah. And
So some hookah.
all that, man. Last time.
In the Bronx.
Yeah, we was in the Bronx. I was over there telling jokes, man. Yeah. He was over there, had a whole section going on, man.
My table was dying for you, man. They was like, this dude is a fool.
Nah, they had a good time. I left. They was like, yo, I loved it, man. I got a show tonight, man. I wish, I mean, if you ain't doing nothing, come through. I'm at Element tonight, me and Talon.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where's Element at?
It's in Queens, in College Point.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
come through. You know, I got me, Tony Bird, Omar, a couple other people on the roster. Me, you know what I'm saying. So we gonna have a good time
It's like
tonight.
me, we got me.
You know, we got some of me. You know, a little bit of me.
We all on the roster.
Yo, we all on the roster. It's me, myself, and I, and the other person behind it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care what number I come on, I'm headlining.
Yeah. I'm it. Yeah, it's me.
So here's a quick question. Fly Boii Kris, you from New York?
Yes, Queens,
Okay.
baby.
So I know Rich P, you said you're from Harlem.
Yes, sir.
One of the things I've been seeing a lot, and based on your story, and I've seen you so many places doing a lot of things, I'm gonna let you guys answer this independently. Rich, do you feel like how they always post it, New York doesn't support each other? Right? How do you feel about that?
I do feel that way.
Even after the story you said about Godson and all that?
Yeah, you know, that's
talking
Fred the God is the homie. It's not, you know, there are select few who understand, but there's this mentality. I really feel like it's the boroughs that separate us so much. Because if you look at another city like Atlanta, it's just, we fall from Atlanta, we gotta help each other.
Yeah.
And New York, it's cut so thin, like, now you from Harlem?
Yeah.
I don't mess with Harlem dudes.
Yeah.
Oh, you from Queens?
Yeah.
I don't mess with Queens dudes.
It goes back.
Brooklyn.
It goes back.
And then people
It
bring
does.
back stories. Brooklyn and
Yeah.
Harlem don't rock with each other like that.
That
Some
goes
of my
back.
closest friends is from Brooklyn. I'm like, yo, like, that gotta stop. Because what happens when we go out of town? Everybody, New York gotta stick together.
Yeah.
Why it gotta be like that out of town?
When you out of town, though.
Yeah, out of
Why
town,
can't
everybody
it
like,
be
nah,
here?
New York gotta stick together. We
Yeah.
gotta be here. We won.
You
We
know,
brothers.
if any drama go
You know
down,
what I'm
you know, New York gotta hold each other.
But I kind of disagree. I mean, there's some people, like I said, I rock with a lot of people from Brooklyn and Harlem. I mean, I don't really see that too much like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, you look at how everything is music-wise. Everybody, you know, somewhere more than anything. You know what I'm saying? You got your Bronx, you got Harlem, and then it's more people that are. It might be from the Bronx and Harlem doing their thing, and y'all just, you know, y'all got to collabo. Which you're gonna be like, nah, I'm from Brooklyn. Nah, you from Harlem.
You think it's more of a comedy thing? Like the comedy is so in music, it's cutthroat. Like,
Very
cutthroat.
That spot is so
Yeah.
flooded. Everybody's trying to get that spot. In
I think
comedy,
especially if you're from the same borough
Oh,
and one
absolutely.
feels like they're better than the
Exactly.
other.
so you gotta
Then all of a
represent for your
sudden
borough.
it's like
Can I
the other
say
person doesn't exist. Like we both from Harlem, but we both nice. But
Right.
we don't. The other person, if it's better, then you don't exist.
Can I say something about that? And that's true because I got a song. The last song on my album is called "I Hate Rich P," and I'm rapping from the perspective of another rapper who is not as popping as me. Because there's so many stories I have about me from other people. Like, yo, these dudes be dapping me. I'll be like, nah, you mad cool. They be like, fam, the way they talk about you behind the scenes, like you be feeling yourself when you walk in the building. You be thinking you better
Gotta
than
feel
everyone.
yourself.
But I be like, you know what it is? That's just intimidation.
Shouldn't say that too loud.
'Cause
About
I-
feeling yourself. Wait a
and
minute. Hold on.
I'm
That's a little
like-
too much. I wouldn't say that too loud. You gotta feel yourself. That's a whole nother level. I don't know about
It's-
that.
yeah.
That's a whole nother level of feeling yourself, man.
And-
You gotta put it on the table. What you trying to say?
You gotta be clear.
Say it clear. Gotta say it clear.
It's Fly Boii Kris, man. You know what he
Yeah,
gonna do.
I'm
He gonna,
weak.
It's like
And
I'm
the
feeling. You gotta
confidence,
feel yourself.
and the
Wait a minute.
confidence level, you gotta.
Oh,
you
right.
gotta
Now
be
that you're
confident.
clear,
You
we
gotta have
understand.
your own
It's like you
swag.
gotta feel yourself. You mean it's okay to do that in public? I mean,
Right.
no,
it's not that type of show. It's not that type of show.
It's not that type of entertainment going on here. I don't know what.
It's crazy though because you know in this song I've heard all of this, the bars that I'm spinning in the song is from topics that I've heard about me or people have said about me, but it's always other artists. It's not really the people. It's
your
artists.
fans.
Yeah,
It's
it's
artists.
artists. Like, and it's like, man, like I be showing you dudes love. I come to y'all shows. When I don't have to, you know, I just be like, man, you want to come up? I'll pop out to your show just to show you, yo, man, yo, Rich came to my shows, love.
And that's
But
how I do it. You got
and-
to. That's the main thing. That's the main important thing. Just go and show people love. You know what I'm saying? I like when people just come out. I don't care how big of a star you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I see somebody, especially Fred. Fred is definitely the homie. That's my dude right there. And they just come out off the love. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I like people who just do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially now, I feel like a lot of these, let's just say social media people, they getting a little too ahead of themselves. Like,
Right.
you know what?
Agreed.
Yeah, I got this many likes and views and people coming up. Now I need some money to come out. Like, I think there
That's
should be a
that's
part
crazy.
where
Where's the human side of you?
right, it should be a part where, you know what, I should still show love regardless. You know what I'm saying? If somebody invites you to come out, still come out to that event. You know what I'm saying?
But that's so. I'm not gonna say for everybody, but I personally think a lot of majority of people, the people that's on social media, that's like, you know, say popping without any talent and anything. They wasn't nothing before.
Facts.
So now that they got a platform, they
can't wait to
now,
Can
now
we curse?
go ahead.
I don't like
go
to,
ahead.
but
express yourself.
They can't wait to shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
right.
One thing about that is the internet gave the loser a voice, and I'm very profound on that.
Yeah.
Right.
Majority of the people who have the most to say, I always say, you was the dude in the back of the class.
Facts.
Like, you was the one that when your crush walked by, you don't say hi.
Right.
I'm like, I was the one who. That's why I'm so comfortable everywhere I go. I'm like, you the guy who live on a computer. We never see you in person because you're still a cornball.
Exactly.
Notice a lot of these dudes you've yet to see,
Exactly.
and if you do, you catch them on an off day and they looking like, and then they'll
Exactly.
DM you when you get home. Well, yo, was that you in the supermarket?
Exactly.
Yeah,
And also,
I was right there.
Right.
exactly.
Exactly.
And they move and they talk different. They move and they talk different. Like when you see them, they like.
Cause you know what?
Now,
They
I know
can't.
some
Cause
that
they
are
can't.
humble, but you know, like I said, I hit one of them up and they was just like, "Yo, I need about 10K to do a skit." I was
That's
like, for
crazy.
60 seconds. Not gonna say
That's
no names,
crazy.
but you know, and there was somebody else like, you know, we had an event and I'm just like, "Yo, you coming out?" And it was like, "I don't know." You know, it's a different type of ball game because I'm not gonna say it's not an Instagram celebrity, but it's somebody that's out there now, hip hop rap star, and they were just like, "Yo, I need, you know, different times now. You know, I need a little something." I'm like,
Everybody got.
So is it necessarily because like there's a devil's advocate to that side, right? The one is there's some of them that got love for you, genuine love for you.
Right.
I'll come out whether I'm A-list or whether
Right.
I'm popping
Right.
light.
Right.
I'm gonna still come out. But there's some that's like, you my competition.
right.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It doesn't make sense for me to come out for you. And I don't know if we got the relationship like that. Are you talking about people that you got relationships with?
Yeah, it's true, but here's here's the psychotic part of that. Those same people ask you to pop out.
Oh, for sure.
All the time.
That's
Yeah.
the
For sure, all the
psychotic
time.
part of it.
Yeah.
You actually
sure.
have the gall to ask me to come out for you, but when I ask you to come out for me,
it
you
gotta
like,
be
yo, I
something.
need a little
Yeah.
bag. But then you like, yo, they'll act like they. I never had that convo. And be like, yo, I got a show coming out, pop out,
Yeah.
show love,
Right.
And you be
You ain't
like,
never lied.
what?
That's facts, Rich.
You be like,
Factology.
word?
That's the
Factology.
psychotic part with these people.
Yeah.
That is real.
They want all help me. It's a me.
Yeah.
It's all about me, and they don't understand what he's talking about is so important. Of just pop out and show love when you can.
Show love.
You don't know what the person you pop out showing love could be later on down the line.
You don't know what
because
they be able to offer you.
they could cut you in line, blow past you, and guess who they going to look out for later on? The one who was at the show.
Showing that,
And-
giving that arm.
Yeah.
That's real. So I got a question for both of you now in regards to, you know, what you've seen that kind of kept you going, right? So Fly Boii Kris, I'm gonna start with you. Like, what? As I know you were doing your comedy, you started. What point made you say, all right, I've turned the corner, like the tipping point that you was like, I gotta go full throttle,
I mean, to go full throttle of doing comedy altogether.
or what, or entertaining as you do.
I mean, it was just basically me being my personality and just doing comedy because that's what I started doing. You know what I'm saying? And basically, people just started seeing me doing comedy. It was like, yo, I need you to come host this, and started just come here, do this, do that, and everything just picked up. And then there's sometimes, you know, you got to know your lane, where to ask somebody for money. You got to be like, all right, cool. Let's say if I did a show for the same person and let's say let's put it like this. Let's say you got a charity event. You know that's a charity event.
Yeah,
You
don't
ain't,
ask for nothing.
you know what I'm saying? You trying to ask for some bread to pop out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
if it's a charity event, you need to come out, you know, just chill. But if it's a show,
Let me get 50 G's.
He's like,
like, let me get like 500 for this charity event, nigga. I'm charity right now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to
Right.
survive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's one thing. But on another level, you just gotta, like I said, for me, going full throttle is just basically, what actually started with comedy is me watching Kevin Hart. You know, that was what really got me more. But I want to go past that, watching Eddie Murphy, watching Richard Pryor. I've been watching comedy all my life. But when I started watching Kevin, it was just like, you know what, that's somebody that I looked up to it at that point and was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. And like I've been doing it for 8 years, but within that, you never know where your lane could go because other people see you, they want you to do comedy, but if they ask you to host something, they see you and everybody just wants you to do different things. So it's like I'm an all-around entertainer, actor, you know. So
it started off as comedy, but they started pulling you in different directions, so now you're entertaining it.
Right. And my whole thing was at first doing just acting. You know, I never thought about doing stand-up comedy, but you know, me being just my personality, and then on top of just being me, I just decided to do comedy. You know, and I was like, let me give it a shot. I always wanted to try it, and it just went from there.
That's
so
dope,
I mean, it's really dope. You know
you're doing your thing, man. I gotta give it to you, man. I kind of see.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man, with the Smokey the Bear hat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This man got a whole Smokey the Bear outfit. You know what I'm saying? Wood tie, wood hair. Don't start no forest fire up in this bitch. No. He got a whole wood thing going. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he here for. That's what Chris here for, baby.
I mean,
we need to get this on camera, baby.
I mean, hey, if anybody needs some pine sol, you can shine them up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not mad at it.
I do have some mineral water. You know what I mean?
There you go. I'm loving the outfit. I was like, this dude is on point. Don't hurt nobody with splinters. You know what I'm saying? So, he is literally on point. You one move and you swipe him, and you got plenty of splinters going on. This is. Oh man, I was like, I wouldn't know where he shops at. He is on point.
You knew it was coming. It was a point. You just knew it was coming. That was delayed.
I just seen it. I mean, I like it. That's what you call dapper. I'm not even mad. That's a different style, but
Dapper wood.
Oh man,
knock on wood any day. Like, hey.
I heard that, Shantae. I'm recording it. You know what I mean? FlyBoii ain't gonna be here every day. Oh, I got you, baby.
Glasses to the tie to the watch. I was like, this dude is not playing.
Yo, so Rich, what about you? Like, what point? I know you said you were doing it when you were young, but what point were you like, all right, I have enough confidence enough to say I'm taking this to the next level?
It was when I was able to invest in myself. Once I was like old enough to start working and get a check on a consistent basis, because I remember I was going to college, working, and going to the studio every day. So I was like, I'm going to college. I got a 3.8 GPA, like damn near 4.0. Nah, and it was
3.87569.
So I'm going kind of crazy with school, but I'm also like, I'm not recording like that. But then I'm going to work after school, and then after school, you know, when I started meeting new friends at the job I was at the time, they like had a passion for music as well. And one of them like, yo, I got a studio up in the Heights, and I'm like, let's go. And I see like, I'm like, yo, y'all do this every day? They like, yo, we record every day. I was like, oh nah, we gotta get it in. So first day I came, I knocked the song in like 10 minutes, and they looking like, you really record like this? I was like, yo, I'll be ready. Like, I'm a professional. Like, I've been doing this so long as a kid that I don't come to the studio messing up. I'm ready. Like, I have it down packed.
Yeah.
So when I was able to put money up and actually get ready to fund the project, I was like, yo, I can't see myself with anything else. It's like, there's no degrees for rappers. So I had to let one go, because I was like literally waking up like a zombie every day, because I'm like in the studio till 2-3 a.m. I got class at 8.
That's
gotta be up at 6, putting in work.
Yeah.
So when I was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna just have to take this L and just cut one of these out. I said, I need money and I need music, so school gotta go. So I let school go.
Nah, fuck education. Nah. fuck my education. I don't care. I don't need to learn nothing.
All I got
he
is
just
my
really
music.
was like, fuck school. Nah,
Yo,
he said fuck school.
To everybody else, man, stay in school
money.
if you
School.
not. It gotta be a gift though, man. And I feel like I was gifted at what I do. So I was like, it gotta go. And I built my own studio. I bought my own MacBook. I bought a mic. I bought Pro Tools. I put all that stuff in it. And I'm like, yo, this is what I like to do. This is this don't feel like work.
Sometimes you gotta do that. Like, honestly,
You have to.
Sometimes it's like, some people got to quit a job. Like, you doing it, like, everybody does a job just to get that money. But sometimes you got to cut that out to do what you really want to do, because a lot of people now are in jobs just to get the money, and they never got to do what they really wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you're so focused
and you're not passionate about it.
Right.
And it's also what they're spending the money on. See, people be wanting to live the life and chase the dream at the same time.
You can't.
You have to do
You got
one
sacrifice.
thing. So
You
you
got
want to either
sacrifice
sacrifice. It's either live comfortable now and struggle. I mean, it's either
Struggle
it's either have
Struggle
fun
now.
now,
Yeah.
struggle now, be good for later, be good forever, or have fun right now and be working forever. And for me, I was like, you know what? I'd rather struggle now. I'd rather live like I'm 5 years behind everybody else, so I could be 30 years ahead of everybody else later on. See, so everybody be like, yo, you know, you don't feel like you where you at in life. I'll be like, I'm gonna be honest, like life is good. I may not have a big ass house or a crazy whip or anything right now, and you might have a car and you might have a good ass job because you went to school, but I'm like, guess what? We on two different paths. Like, this is it for you. This car and this house right here, I mean this apartment, this is it for you. This is where it stops. You got to wake up and go to this job for 30 more years. This is it for you. I'm like, fam, like I opened up for Kendrick, like you know what I'm saying, North Carolina. Like the people you idolize and scream for when the TV screen come on, I be walking in the room and they giving me a dap. Like you know, Jay-Z walked up to me before and said, "You good? What's good, fam?" Slapped me on the back, like, I see you, and I'm like, this is my life right here. Right, this is what's happening right now.
That ain't an upliftment. Like I'm on the right track.
So Jay-Z slapped me on the back. You know what?
Nigga, I ain't washed that shirt since.
He said, "I'm suing." Fly Boii Kris said, "I'm suing."
No, that's how you slap me. Hurt.
Where's the wheelchair?
Then you really be good for life.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, damn, nigga, it really was a hard knock life. Anyway,
I settle right now.
You know what it is too, though. A lot of people don't have it in them.
No,
like
they don't. They don't have the passion for it.
They think that they got that determination and that drive in them
until
it starts going, and you like, damn, I really gotta I really gotta push.
No, you have to
then
work.
They realize, I ain't got it.
And it costs money.
I've seen a lot of
people drop out the race.
I've seen a lot of people come to me and try to be a comedian. They're like, yo, I really want to do it. They start doing it and they start seeing it. It sound good. I'm gonna give you the tools. I'm gonna bring you to that water to drink. But you might take a sip here, and then you be like, you know what? I don't think I want.
I ain't built for this.
Right?
Maybe get their first boo, and then
exactly.
and
then see, and I tell people, when you doing comedy, it's a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta lose to win. And I tell a lot of people that you going up there because you want to be funny, but you know what? You gotta learn everything about it. You know what I'm saying? You might get a few laughs here and there, but take that, run with it, know what you can fix, and that way it can be better for the next one. You know what I'm saying? It's like building a cake.
That's a professional though, because look, the first thing he's peeping is be better than that for the next one. Most people was more worried about, yo, keep watching how I killed this right here. Here.
People go on Facebook, yo, tonight I killed it. No, you did. You killed yourself.
Exactly.
Like
so with you two, with you two guys being here and you're pursuing the top two entertainment entertainment business
straight up
right now. What do you like? Is comedy? I've done music. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what's the difference in the grind. Like, it's similar, but there's a difference.
From what I watch in the comedy world, and I'm on the outside looking in, so he has a way better insight on it than I do. But I live and breathe entertainment. So I mean, when I go home, I just cut on interviews. I pick brains of, like, I was watching Eddie. I was just watching Eddie Griffin speak on his start, and I didn't even know Dice Clay gave him his start, and I was bugging out.
Dice Clay.
I was like, yo, Dice Clay, and I only hang out with older people too. So older people like my uncles, my pops, all of them, because they have too much wisdom. So I'm a sponge everywhere I go, and my uncle's favorite comedian is Dice Clay. So he just, Rich, you gotta come see Dice Clay with me, and. So now I know about Dice Clay. So watching the Eddie Griffin speak on him, I'm like, get the fuck. I'm like, yo, wow. Eddie Griffin got to start from Dice Clay.
And we're also thinking that Dice Clay is this, like, probably the white comedy. We didn't know that he would give.
There you go.
Griffin. And he's funny.
Eddie Griffin. And it just seems like there's a brotherhood in comedy from what I see on the outside looking in.
I agree with that.
Meaning that if you ill, they be like, yo, come on tour.
No, it's true.
Music.
No, it's not.
Like, you ill? It's all right.
Keep putting in work.
Yeah, just keep on grinding.
Keep grinding, homie.
I got you.
Keep grinding.
And I'm gonna tell you,
select.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Who would actually help you? It's like 1% of the industry.
And Rich, I'm gonna tell you what's my theory. I'm not sure about it, but from what I've seen, like going to comedy shows and I've seen the landscape. And Fly Boii Kris, you can let me know if it's true or not.
Okay.
There's not that many good comedians.
That's a fact.
So when you got a good comedian, right? There's a plethora of comedy shows,
but are you that person that's really going
Right.
to catch me like, yo, that was good.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna come back and see you the next
Right.
time.
But and I'll tell a lot of people, you know what? You can do your jokes. You might have 5 jokes up there. Let's say 2 work. Those people might come to you, especially comedians. And this is what actually made me see a lot of people in comedy. The comedians actually will pull you to the side after and be like, yo, good job. But I think you should work on this. But if you want, I got a spot that I do each and every week, or weekly or monthly. You can come to that and get your workout on. Because we look at, when we do comedy, it's like the boxing ring. You know what I'm saying? You come to work out. You get your workout on before you actually going to come into the main event. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Comedy is so interesting. Like you said, it's like a brotherhood. Once they see you, yo, let me talk to you. That was good, but this is what you do for next time. Don't do too much. Try this. Or you know what? Study this person so you can know about how to do it this way. What kind of comedian are you? Are you a storyteller, or you just somebody's telling jokes? So you got to know how to do it. And I think the best way to tell jokes is tell about yourself. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of comedians just trying to tell jokes about whatever. It's just like, yeah, you know, today, and you know, I saw it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to bring something that's from you. Once you bring something that's from you and make it funny, and I've been told, like me and I've learned more from being around, of course, Talent, Smokey, but I've been hanging around Rick Michaels. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? We you know,
From
we was
Wildlin Out?
talking, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I work with him on Wildlin Out. So he told me, he's like, look, just be you. You know, sometimes you're gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? You might be getting laughs all the time. It's okay to fail. Just do what you gotta do for you. You know what I'm saying? Tell something that's about you. Figure it out how you want to tell it and do it. And if it didn't work, just fix it. Just, you know what I'm saying? You gotta build to get that funny. You gotta keep building so you could get to where it is that you want to be. Movie, Apollo, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's cool about that, Rich? Like, I think back in the days, the MC had that type of exercise.
They did.
You know what I mean? Because the ciphers was out. You know, you be in different boroughs.
Absolutely.
But not now.
They
not
can't
now.
rap, that's why.
Nobody's rhyming
They
like
can't
that.
rhyme.
The lyrics ain't there.
Right.
The on the spot. The
So
on
it's
spot
not
rhyming ain't there.
It's not about seeing comedy. It's about the comedy.
Oh, yeah.
And music right now, especially hip hop, it's
The lifestyle.
what can, not even the lifestyle. It's what can I do? And this is what I equate to selling your soul. What can I do to get attention to matter one
Yeah.
day?
So gimmick.
So
gimmick,
yeah.
yeah.
So gimmick.
There's a lot
So
of gimmicks
we're in the
out here.
game now of I
Social
will
media.
do anything to be noticed.
Social media.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
and then what were we talking about in the beginning? The internet gave the loser a voice.
Exactly.
The loser wants to be heard so bad.
So bad.
He'll tat his face.
Do anything.
He'll
To be recognized.
he'll act more feminine, even if he's a straight male. He'll act feminine for more attention.
You know what's funny? I was just talking about that, and I was saying, watching TV, it seems like to get that attention, you gotta play a part of a woman. Because I was looking at something, I believe
they say
it
that.
was, it was
All
Van Damme.
comedians, all
He
comedians.
got a commercial, I think, doing Tostitos or something, but he's playing a woman. I'm like, yo, why does it seem like the guys always gotta play
Wow.
with women to get that attention?
Yeah,
Like,
the attention.
I would
And
never do it.
marketing would
That's-
tell you your
Oh, you're gonna
female
attract-
fan
yeah,
base
they're
needs to
gonna
be
love you.
attracted.
Yeah.
That's what marketing would tell you. But
Mhm.
you should tell yourself, you know,
Is
all
it worth
comedians
it?
have done it. I don't think Kevin did it yet.
Kevin done it, and
He
we
did-
just said that. Everybody's
did?
like, I don't think he did it on Saturday Night Live. He played like, I think he was playing a little girl or something like that, but he dressed as a
yeah,
woman.
Dame Chappelle's the like
so
the only
then-
one
Yeah, I
who
think
didn't do
that's
it.
who I could say. Dave
Dave
Chappelle,
didn't do
I
it
don't
yet?
think he's done it.
And he said, he talked about like, yo, I don't think it's funny.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
He
he
said
did
they came
the
back to his
Netflix
trailer
special.
10 times with
Right.
10 different people.
We think you should play a
we
woman.
think
I
you should
remember
play.
that. I remember
No,
that
I'm not gonna
interview.
do it.
Nah, I'm not doing it.
I don't think it's me. Nah. Oh, they're gonna die laughing. No, it's not too many people that won't do it, man. So
Because when that
And
money,
when
still
you're
be
real-
successful.
flash in
That's
your
yeah,
face.
and be successful. You have to be.
and when
able
you
to do
maintain
that.
your dignity while fighting through the
all of that,
crowd,
yes.
you will last so much longer.
Yeah.
They will
Yes, you will.
respect
See,
you.
these
Because
people
they'll
don't. They not in it to
But
last.
see, you're absolutely correct with that because Dave Chappelle took a hiatus for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And came back and was in demand.
Bigger than
Like,
ever.
People was like, yo, I want to.
Bigger than
because
ever.
He was in
Right.
such a, you
And
know,
he
he
they
left on
respect
such a
him.
note.
He's so true to
Yeah.
himself. You have no choice to respect it. And I always tell people, I'll be like, yo, name a mumble rapper that could do 750,000 his first week. Kendrick did it last year. Cole did 470,000 last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So the
There's
demand
not
is there.
one mumble rapper that can sell over 400,000 records in a week. They always end up doing 28K, 30K first week. Like, I'm like, the numbers are there. you know,
Yeah.
there's a difference because that just shows you that the people still care about real music. But these dudes are not in it for culture purposes. They're not in it for music.
They're in it for what it.
They're in it for, you know what? I want to matter. I want to matter right now. So I want to feel important. So I will do anything to eat off this culture. I won't give nothing back to it. I won't give nothing back to this culture that's taking care of me. I'm gonna just add more poison to it because they talk about nothing.
Yeah, I just want a trend.
They rap. I want a trend.
I want a trend.
I want to, and now it's going to different heights because now it's at a point where we got to start checking people because like this new trend of like dissing the dead artist is crazy
and getting away with it.
Getting away with it.
Talking about Pac.
Yeah,
that's
Pac,
what's crazy.
You got little white kids from the suburbs talking about Pac wasn't that interesting. He ain't had that much clout back then. I'm like, yo, yeah.
And they get away with it.
And we gotta distinguish.
And then what's name said Biggie was
from
trash.
like
who said that?
Lil Yachty. He was like, "Oh, Biggie was whack." And then he said later on, "I never listened to Biggie."
Yeah, he said I wasn't.
So at what point do we draw the line of you like these? You again,
but
you are
but
doing
at the
most.
same time, Rich, we gotta differentiate opinion from certain things. Like,
absolutely.
Like, some people some people are saying it in jest. They're trying to be like, I don't care. That's disrespect to the culture.
Right.
Some people will be like, yo, I know he's an icon, but I wasn't necessarily feeling big.
And I respect
entitled to that.
I respect that.
No, you respect it when you do it
when it's like that. But it's never like that.
But you straight.
But you ready to fight somebody. You can say it like that.
But the people that you saying that's whack or whatever is the people who paved the way for you to be up on that stage.
In the first place.
And if they weren't fighting for the culture, you wouldn't even be able to perform at the venues you performing at. Yeah. These are venues we weren't allowed in.
Exactly.
Right.
These sponsorships, these opportunities, they wouldn't even be in front of you.
These are the ones who got the endorsements.
But I also think that we are lacking accountability because we letting it go. We still listening to their songs. We still promoting them. We still buying their music. We still in the club bumping them up. And they're the same people that were like, oh, but they just dissed this person. And I'm like, I don't listen to that.
There has to be a coalition.
It's because it's
we got 2 more minutes, bro.
It's because there's too much passing. Let's give them a pass,
Yes, because you know why? And this is, I blame everybody in this, in the past, present, and the future. They always do the whole, I mean, everyone's morals goes out the window when someone can benefit them financially.
Yeah.
If the artist is on fire, people will talk about an artist. I remember I seen an interview with a rapper who said, oh yeah, if your jeans can't even go over the cuff of your pants, like there's something wrong with you. Like there's something wrong with you. And this same artist did a song with the most feminine rapper, and I'm just like, when he was on fire.
With you. Mike agrees. Yeah, we don't want to talk about it.
I'm just like, where do we draw the line when you're working with the same people that you're against?
Yeah.
But when they can benefit you to get you hot again, all your morals go out the window for a check.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
For a check, because you want to stand next to heat so you can get more money in your pocket. Again, the money is always the push for everything. We have to find a way to draw the line. Like, you know what? The money can't be my motivation for this.
And respect the art, respect the culture.
And I just, Kool Herc invented hip hop. Everyone in hip hop should at least be giving like 1% of their check to that dude. Man.
Yeah.
I really hope Kool Herc ain't wanting for nothing. So all I can say is like, yo, one day I really hope that they find a way to like where everybody just give 1% of their check to Kool Herc for even creating the culture, the multi-billion-dollar, the most lucrative music on earth right now.
He definitely should have a reparation
facts
check rollover,
big facts,
residual. So first of all, plug what's the next project or what y'all doing, and the Instagram, how to get at you, Chris.
All right, well, you can reach me at Fly Boii Kris, FlyBoii Kris on Instagram, and you can catch me on Snapchat, and you can catch me on Tinder, Christian Mingle. BlackPeopleMeet.com.
I'm like,
Tinder, Facebook.
What? You can catch me on.
Oh, really?
I'm Fly Boii Kris on Muslims Meet.
Yeah, Muslims Meet. You know what I'm saying? Each and every week, this is what we do. We get bean pies and put on bow ties. But you can find me on Instagram at FlyBoii.
Any new shows coming up?
Like I said, I got this show coming up. I got a show that I'm doing in June. Somebody just asked me to do. It's going towards All the Soldiers, I believe. So we're doing that. I'm doing something for the kids on June 9th, June 7th. Like I said, tonight I'm in Element in Queens doing a show with talent, and there's a lot more stuff coming up. So just be prepared. And like I said, I got the movie coming out that we didn't even get to talk about yet. Pray Before You Eat.
Yes, I heard about that.
Yeah, that's definitely coming out. Part 3. We're doing that. We just wrapped that up. So we getting ready to put that out there.
Congrats.
And yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Congrats.
So there's a lot more stuff about to come through. So I'm really happy about that.
Thanks for stopping by. Rich P, talk to us.
Yes, sir. The album is out now. Kicking it with my pops, KIWMP. If you haven't, please check it out. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, Pandora, YouTube. Go stream it, cop it. If you support real music, man, spend the $9.99. It's worth it. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who did buy the album. We charted number 138, so independently, which is so important.
Bang, bang.
So that is like a major blessing. I'll never forget that. I'm humbled. This Saturday, I'm in Nyack, New York, man. Come out to the HipHop Dance and Urban Music Festival that I'm doing out there. I'll be performing, and then June 10th, I'm headlining Blackthorn 51 in Queens. So June 10th, man, come out, support me. NYC, first show since the album dropped. Please come out and show love, and we're gonna shut the city down major. And this is my brother right here, my man Frank Mcely. Shout out to my dude.
Let's do it.
Yeah, in the building. But thank you for the support, y'all. I love y'all. Rich P.
We're gonna take some videos, some promos. We out.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? If you say you mine, nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, they be no frontin'. Put that money where your mouth is, that's that. Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? If you say you mine, nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, they be no frontin'. Put that money where your mouth is, that's that. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? So close to the money, I can see it coming. Watch me make it squirt, wet like vaginas. No co-signers, big like designers. My fashion all black, rockin' camo. Black Timberlands, I call symbols. If I wish a nigga dead, that's revenge though. Screw the silence on tight and watch his melon blow. I got demons of my own, my shit be suicidal. Mama friend's son killed himself with the rifle. If you don't believe me, I swear right hand on the Bible. My life changed for the better, they gon' say it's worse. Cause I ain't outside banging out, they putting work. When niggas outside dying trying to move that work. How can I wish 100 goons to really pray for me? When living out there in them trenches is like slavery. Father forgive me, death to haters, leave them 6 feet. Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? If you say you mine, nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, they be no frontin'. Put that money where your mouth is, that's stuntin'. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? My life changed for the better, they gon' say it's worse. Cause I ain't outside banging out, they putting work. I had to bring that part back just to remind myself. My cousin died, I left shorty. Am I myself? I found myself by myself even though I'm taken. Liam Nilsson working hard like a Jamaican. 2 babies, I am the father, where's the bacon? 2 80s, fully loaded, keep noted. Any given day reloaded, burn notice. Luxury items, I fantasize, big lotus. 4-door, British, European, just dreaming shit. Crib so big, I need an island, overseas and shit. Drop top roof in my kitchen, iced tea and shit. Stars lit up in the ghost, you not seen shit. Toast all over the butter, obese and shit. You come talking that gutter, watch my piece.
Listen up when I talk. I'm giving you the realest. I'm giving you my heart. This could take you to the dealership. Cop the whip that you want. Don't come back with that Honda. Have a whip game so proper, they looking up when they talking down, down. Cause you know that they don't approve if you don't let it show. Well, we got nothing to prove, man. In the streets like we got nothing to lose, man. My homies are rolling, pushing the whip like it's stolen. At 4 in the morning, at 4 in the morning. My homies are rolling, pushing the whip like it's stolen. At 4 in the morning, at 4 in the morning. Zoning, at 4 in the morning. Yeah, I'm zoning, at 4 in the morning. My homies are rolling, pushing the whip like it's stolen. At 4 in the morning, at 4 in the morning. My homies are rolling.
I just finished bartending and it's 3 a.m. Heard you out the after party with your girlfriends, I like your girlfriends there, but the life every time I'm in the building, man, there on the white girl rockin' upper. Her favorite song is Chingy right there. She got an X-Man like a scissor, but she stick to the script like a knocked up. I brought some ramen, pineapple to my ting-ting. She said, please keep it quiet, my roommates are sleeping. So I'm quietly creeping under the bed, I'm overachieving. In tango, Shazia, what the data key. I like him when you speak Portuguese to me. Then I got a text from a man saying, where you at, we got a dip. It's 4 a.m.
My homies are rolling, pushing the whip like it's stolen. At 4 in the morning, at 4 in the morning. My homies are rolling, pushing the whip like it's stolen. At 4 in the morning, at 4 in the morning.
Hip-hop point of view.
Yeah.
We back in the building. Check those mics.
1 2 1 2
1 2 1 2. Frank, check
1
that mic,
2.
big fella.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
3 4.
How I'm sounding? Good? Turn my levels up.
We good.
Excellent.
We good.
Turn me up.
Turn me up in the mic
Turn
one
me up.
time.
There we go. Frank, what's up, man? How we doing, man?
What's going on, man? I'm doing good. Working.
What happened? What happened, Slims? With the walkie? No, with the phone? All right. So you got those cameras over there, Frank. See how they, you know what I mean? Live and direct. See them on the table? You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking at the live like
Frank, so let's get to this name, Frank Mcely.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Marty McFly, stuff like that. Is there any connection with that?
No, but I got the name before I even saw the movie.
Okay, all right. And where'd that come from?
A cousin, a family member gave me the name.
Okay.
He called himself something McFly. He called me Frank Mcely.
Frank
I just
McFly.
changed my birth certificate. You know what I mean? I kept with it. Deep in now.
It sounds so natural though, and you look like a Frank McFly. You know what I'm saying? If you was on stage like Frank McFly,
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's actually you got to be.
There's a lot of people who got the name McFly though. You'd be surprised.
As their real last name.
No, as in like.
Oh, as an artist. Wow.
Yeah, all type of different artists. Is a real like artist named McFly.
Okay.
Overseas, somebody name is Frank McFly. But he cool though. I was
That's
speaking
dope.
to him.
He said he cool though.
It's all about who get popular first, you know.
Exactly.
So I was looking at the information about Frank McFly, and one of the things that kind of drew my attention was you had some work you were doing for the community already.
Yeah.
And that's not usually, you know, kind of artists wait till they pop and then they get into that. What made you from the gate start, you know, worrying about the community, doing what, or creating an organization that has that type of, you know, commitment? What was that about?
Where I come from Brownsville, Brooklyn, so it's not a lot of mentors or people to look up to. So that's what motivated me to do music and promote myself in that type of way. And as far as the back to school thing, it started off with another friend of mine called Wavy, from Fly Boii's World organization. It's more than us, but we started it, me and him. Check him out, waviesworld.com or YouTube, type in Wavy's World. So we feel like if we can show what we could do with 3,000 followers, we could promote to people that, like, it's a lot of people that got money that's not really doing what we feel they could do with it. You know what I mean? So we want to promote, okay, this is what we could do with 3,000 followers and a couple different people from our neighborhood. So the first year we did like 100 kids back to school, book bags. We do a big event in the park, something like that. Then the next year we did 300 bags. And the next year we did 500 bags. And we did
so what made you start with that? Like what y'all thinking about? Let's do
because
barbecue.
A friend of mine's. It was in about July. A friend of mine was like, I'm about to throw a back to school thing. Then he was like, nah, I'm lying. I was going to steal the money. So he was joking. So we took that joke and made it into reality. And from there, it started off with that. So then we like, oh, yeah, we got to do something. You know what I mean? This is beautiful. Look what we did. So and we ended up doing something for Thanksgiving. Then we ended up doing something for Christmas and then stuff like that. Then we ended up doing the breast cancer walk. Wow. So it just transitioned into, then we was like, yo, we should do this all the time. So
and I'm going to get to the, you know, to the records and all that in a minute. But when did that start for you? Like, were you like 5 years old, 6 years old, concerned about, you know, people who are less fortunate? Is that the process, or it was your boys doing?
It don't start like that, because when you that young, you don't know you less fortunate. You know, This is when I started like probably high school and past high school, traveling. You start traveling, meeting different people. I was lucky because I was a person that was good in school, but I was also popular, as in. So I could meet both worlds. I was with the nerds and the cool kids, per se. So I was like a cool nerd. And there's not many of them, you know what I mean? So I got both perspectives. So in high school, I had mostly like Asians and other people in my class. So then you learn when you start getting invited to their house, or you start going on different trips. Like, we going on my dad's boat. For this weekend. Who?
Well, we going to Spain for the night.
You know what I mean? Then you would go on your little Expedia, look it up. That's 1,800. You all right? So we not living too good on this side. And then you even start learning about food. You know what I mean? You go to their neighborhood. There's no fast food restaurants. They got a nice big house. They got a pantry of food. I remember the first time I went into my friend's house. He got like a big 3-4 brownstone. He got like his own floor. I'm like, his floor bigger than my whole house. It's one little floor. So I'll go in and then he go to his kitchen. You know how the big house, they got like, they have like a pantry, food pantry.
Where you can go in to get.
So you go in like, what's going on here? We come in your house every
weekend.
It's
like a bodega. It's like a bodega.
You learn that. Then you even transition to the healthier foods, organic foods, kale, stuff like, you know, the syrup we use for our pancakes. What's the name?
Like flours and millet and all that.
What's her name? Aunt Jemima. That's her name. Like, it's not even no maple syrup in that thing, and it's maple syrup juice. So it's like stuff like that, and you start learning about the price of things you need. So you go from $1 maple syrup to a $8 agave that's smaller. So all of that transition, you know what I mean?
That's real, man. And it's so, I'm glad you made it so clear, because those things are eye opening, particularly for kids that are in the inner cities. You know what I mean? They're like, yo, this is. I didn't know this was, and it's not really that far sometimes. It's really like
around the corner.
2-3 stops away right there. So let's get to the music. What's your project out now?
Well, I took everything down. I'm starting fresh. So right now I got 2 songs for the females. It's for everybody though, but it's targeted towards females. One called Silent Lust, that's a little rated R.
Ooh, Silent
And one
Lust.
called Only Want You.
So is there a contradiction with those, like Silent Lust, but I Only Want You?
No, it's just a PG-13 version and a rated R. So the Silent Lust is a girl that you ain't really like her a lot, but you like the sex you had. So
give me some lyrics from it.
So it'd be like, love ain't what you think, baby. You don't want none of Frank, baby. So that's me talking to her. Got a girl, you got a man. My mind in the old place lately. They always want to be around. I ain't got enough space, baby. I'm taking round after round. Someone come take the drink from me. Overdose, someone think for me. Overthinking, been sober sinking. Been round and round and get some roller ranking. I was thinking about you. I was thinking calling. No, I won't lie. So that's going through like the mindset. That's going through the mindset. Like, I don't really want to mess with you, but I've been drinking. Somebody stop me. A matter of fact, I'm about to just call this old girl up and mess with her. We both taking, you know what I mean? And Only Want You is like a love letter that transitioned into a song. So it's a real love letter I wrote to my girlfriend and transitioned into a song.
Can we get a taste? So for Shantae. It's not for us, really.
That's cute.
So it's like, only want you. What I gotta do. That's more of a chorus. Like, only want you. My heart stop when I see you. My own stop when I see you.
Hey.
I see a wedding ring when I see you. I want to kiss slow when I see you. So it's all that like that.
That's
passionate,
dope.
more of a rated R. So it's more of a song and be like, oh, that's cute, and the Silent Lust more of like, ooh, boy, I'll come get you right now. So
how did that transition for you, writing the love letter, making it into a song? How was that process?
It was just, it had a little melody to it, you know what I mean? Because I guess just because I do music, writing it was like more of a, it was like more of an acapella rhyme. I ain't have a beat to it. Then I heard this beat, I'm like, oh, this goes dope to it. Then I end up just writing a second verse, you know, throwing the hook on there.
So right now, right, a song like that comes out. females are flooding Frank Mcely, right? They're throwing, whatever on the stage at this point. So, are you still the type that's like, yo, you know what? I need this type of female in my life, or are you like, you know what? It is what it is. You know what I mean?
What you mean?
Like, are you like, I'm free. I'm Frank Mcely. I'm doing my thing right now. Or those songs are really geared towards a certain type of woman.
No, they targeting to whoever fits the mold. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I want everyone. I want to be like how it was back in the day, where you go in your little cousin room or your sister room and you mad like, why you got Frank on your wall? What's going on? I had him in here yesterday. That more of like, oh my God, who is that? I want them. Yeah. But sometimes not even to want me, but just like the message that I'm saying,
or the vibe you represent.
The vibe, exactly. So like that only want you, they'd go back into time when they had their first love and they'd feel it so much, they'd be like, oh, I love this song because of that, you know. Okay. So right. It's not targeted towards any type or women or ages, unless they old enough to hear certain songs. That's why we got a PG-13 Silent Lust. That's probably 18 and up. Okay. Only want you is for any kid that could feel that love.
Shantae's 17.
You know what's dope about it is that like they don't do that no more. Like, remember
that's
we
so
coming
old
up,
school. Like rhymers don't do women's songs,
yeah.
like date songs, love songs.
They don't do that.
MCs used to do that a lot. You know what I mean? He started with LL and I Need Love.
Yes.
You know, they was big on that, but you don't really hear that no more.
Yeah, that's who I like. LL. I want to be like the new LL. Real talk. Shout out to LL. Holla at me.
So, how did you get exposed to him?
Just, growing up, when you were a little younger, you started by seeing movies and stuff like that. Then you look into the history, be like, oh, he was dope since 2 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just the movement he have, how the ladies feel about him, his transition, you know what I mean? How he move as an adult now.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Keeping in shape. Like, I try to stay in shape and work out now. Just
family
all of that,
man.
You know what I mean?
He's a family man, but he's still the ladies love him.
And he from New York, so,
Yeah, one thing I like about L, that
that he lick his lips.
Nah, stop that. I'm a man.
Not for you, but me.
He said, I'm a man. I'm a grown man.
Licks his lips.
Well, like, what's that about?
Shantae trying to get you to say that? Say it. Say it, Bravo.
Now, what I like about L is that he's forever growing. And he's not trying to come back in time and like be like, oh, well, everybody's rapping now. Let me go drop an album. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, I've succeeded at that. Now I'm doing this and that. So that's what I love about L. I appreciate that. He's just constantly growing and he's showing.
And he still actually is dipping and dabbing.
No, I mean he's dipping, but it's not like
I don't think he's doing like the trap music right now.
It's not like I gotta go make an album. I'll do it just because that is me,
and I want to express myself that way.
I'm not gonna do it for the sales or nothing. And what it is that like L, Jay, and a couple other people, they show how big this hip hop is. They let you know like the limits. Like there is no limits. You could keep going. And I think a lot of the kids now rhyming, they don't see that. They just see the rap, and it's like, when are you going? You know what I'm saying?
Another thing I don't think they see is they impact. Like certain things that they say, they can control a lot of things. So like you saying, it's go even past it, and who you reaching is what the people that's reaching hearing. So you can rap about taking drugs, certain things like that, but people out there really doing it. You know what I mean? Like he's really high off 2 pills.
You might be inspiring
and kill himself by accident.
So Frank, when you were younger, did you feel like, all right, I need to be careful about what I'm saying and what I'm rhyming about because 30, 40 years old?
Nah, I didn't think about that. This what made me think about that. Transitioning from in 2014, we started the nonprofit movement. So transitioning from that, we transitioned from doing events to going to speak at schools and stuff like that. So it's not until I always had a certain self-respect, you would kind of say, as in what I'm talking about or how I want to come across. So I never got too crazy, but I did used to get crazy.
Most rhymers say I used to rhyme this way. And
because you caught up where you live in, the people around you doing, you turned up. I want that hoe. I want that car.
I'm shooting this.
You know what I mean?
That's a negative.
But it's when you transition. When I was going to speak at schools, the little kids say, "Oh, I want the car." You like, "Oh, Mr. Frank, I like when you said I want the hoe. I want the car."
When they're 8 years old, it sounds a little bit different.
So it's from there when I was like, okay, the next project, I'm not doing no curses. So even if I curse, I like bleep it out. So it won't even like the full version. There's no rated R version. They all like good versions of my songs. Like even the Silent Lust, the context is rated R, but there's no curses or nothing like that.
So you did like a parental advisor.
Yeah, so
on his own. Wow. On his own.
And also what I'm talking about, so with females is more it's less of you a whole, you this and that, unless I'm telling a story. It's more of a know your worth, love yourself type of song. So if I say a story about a girl that you can say so-called hoe, whatever the case may be, I either tell her past on why she acting that
like
way,
that? Yeah.
or tell it what it led to. So in a story type of manner.
Instead of calling it that.
Yeah, so the short film I
there,
got right now is called Know Your Worth. So you can check it on Apple Music or YouTube or frankmcely.com. So that short film is like a short film based on domestic violence, and it got a twist to it in the end.
That's pop.
Yo, he got all of
Domestic
this.
violence, that's deep.
Yo, you got a package of just good stuff going on, man.
Yeah, so it's not what I notice is it's not like before how you was just saying it's people that you could be like, even though you don't want to look up to celebrities automatically. It's nobody to say I want to be like him, kind of. Like the cool type person. You be like, oh, he cool, but he a little bugged out. I'm trying to bring more of the good role models back in the scene of celebrities in general. Like somebody you be like, oh, he making good moves.
Yeah.
You don't have to. I'm not gonna try to come off as perfect or anything like that, but just like, oh, nah, he's doing more good than bad, or he's just a cool person.
Someone you can admire.
Yeah, he's him. You're not trying to be different. A lot of people. You different automatically because you. People try to be different and do too much, I feel.
You know, what's deep about that is a lot of people don't realize, like, there's nothing wrong with, you know, like you say, there's a space for me in the culture. I don't necessarily have to be, like, a criminal or that type of dude. You know what I mean? There's a space for me. And a lot of people who feel like, yo, hip-hop is so, like, criminalized and drug and you know, substance abuse that if you're a good dude, I can't be in there.
I can't mess with you.
Yeah, I can't rock in that space, and I appreciate that. Like, yo, there's plenty of hip hop people that were like that you looked up to them, had a good you know mindset, and you know we tend to kind of like gear towards those that are not. And you notice that those that were probably in a bad space, they all went. You know what I mean? They smartened up and they changed their situation.
Yeah. But I think those are the best people.
Yeah,
the ones that was.
That you can
all
learn
screwed up at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then
those are the best
up.
ones, you know what I'm saying?
They learn a lot.
Exactly.
But at the same time, right? In this Frank, I want to be clear. We don't give credit to those who were there giving you the model. Right? You took the wrong road. I hear you. Your situation was your situation. But there's dudes right there.
Yeah.
Right? Doing things for kids in August with backpacks. Right?
Yeah.
You don't. It's not like they're not around. Yeah. And we need to put those people out there on the forefront. So you said you trashed, or you just kind of like erased all the posts, the music.
Yeah, I trashed all of it.
Like, so what was the content like?
It wasn't bad. I'm redoing it.
So what happens? So now people are gonna be like, when you're out there, you know, doing PG stuff, they're like, what about this song, Frank?
Turn it up. Taco performing the right way.
What about the bitches and the hoes?
Yeah, so there's a couple. You know, it always is songs out there. I don't really care about that because people nowadays they only look for whatever you hottest about anyway.
Okay, true.
I don't technically not like the music. It always good. I just want to promote something different. That's why I took it down.
Okay, that's dope.
When you took it down, you just took it down. You didn't totally delete it like out of all your files or anything where you don't.
Yeah, I just took it down. Oh, so I still go back and listen.
He can still put it up on a Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, I be laughing about it, playing it on my iTunes. Like, look what I'm talking about. It's just funny.
Yeah.
So what are your goals now? Like, what are some of your hard goals that musically, and if you want to share personally, but musically, what's some of your hard goals?
Musically, it's just establishing the core fan base. I'm still not at the level of establishing the core fan base. You can say like how some promoters say it, 1,000 true fans, you know, that's going to come to any show, buy anything, stuff like that. So I'm still working on that. I just transitioned into aiming towards a fan base. My fan base is like females. My fan base is men also, but I'm strictly targeting females the most because I feel like if you have a show and you see 1,000 females there, you would get 1,000 guys there in 1 second.
2,000.
Oh, yeah, 2,000.
You know what I mean? And plus, I feel like females are the most powerful. I feel like they could change anything. So that's why I'm really targeting them, to speak to them, to know your worth, learn from them, or push their empowerment.
Wow. That's serious.
That's big. And that's definitely brave.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't doing that nowadays.
But I'm also doing, you know, I'm still young and living life. So I'm also doing a couple turned up records here and there. So as in goals wise, I'm working on a couple EPs, looking to drop them in the end of June or early July. A couple EPs. I'm working on different ones and a couple short films.
So what's turn up for Frank McFly right now? Like, what is your version of turn up?
Right now, I ain't really turning up unless I'm doing like a show or something like that, though. Or unless I'm going to somebody's event, like my man Rich P was just here. Like, yo, you got a show June 10th? Like, I probably rock out with him. Oh, what you doing after this? But right now, I ain't really got no time to turn up. Like, just today, I did a show yesterday. Had to do a pop-up shop after that. Today is an interview. Tomorrow's an interview. Saturday is a show. But before that, I got to do a pop-up shop in the beginning of the day for my merch brand. So it's real
What's
busy.
the merch brand?
It's called YFW, Young Flying Wealthy. So that's kind of like the label, aka the merch brand.
And give the idea. It's not necessarily Young Flying Wealthy, like getting money. I read something about it.
It's live young, stay fly, strive for wealth.
Yeah.
So it's for all ages. You know what I mean? You can always be fly. You know, like we said, you fly, and your fly is not gonna be my fly, and I could be fly at the same time. And young as in living young. I was just telling somebody yesterday, I took a trip to Vancouver. That's Canada, but it's on the Los Angeles side, like above California. So I took a trip over there, and it was like 80-year-olds running. Like, I felt like everybody was in good shape. Everybody was like 90.
Wow.
Everybody was jogging. Everybody was riding bikes. So that pushed the fact as in live young.
Wow.
A lot of times in these low-income neighborhoods, you see a lot of older people, women and guys, they overweight, eating bad.
Yeah.
They stopped working out a long time ago. Like, boy, I don't do that no more.
They looking their age.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You want to live young. You know what I mean? You make yourself weak sometimes when you just sit around and not do nothing. So,
that's true.
And strive for wealth. Like, wealth is a state of mind. It's not what you got. You know what I mean? So you could have a little or have a lot and still feel wealthy with what you got.
Wow.
Talk to him.
Yeah,
So that's Young Flying Wealthy
Let's-
right there.
Yeah, let us know. We'll support. You got a pop-up shop, man. I know we want to be young. We want to be fly.
and
we
wealthy.
definitely want to be wealthy.
I want to be wealthy as in wealthy.
I ain't
and
mad
I
at
want to be
you.
wealthy as in wealthy too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
want to be wealthy where I ain't got to worry about both. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Whichever
That's
one
true.
that you talk about, I got covered. That's the one I want to do.
Real talk.
So the brand, is there an EP coming out, like a Young Flying Wealthy EP?
Oh, no. It's not at that level yet. Maybe in the future.
Okay.
When it bigs up a little bit.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were like, we're gonna.
Right now we just shooting for, regular stardom, 100,000 plays on every platform, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. What you want about? I got some goals written down too for the month.
Hey, shoot them
Share
off.
them out.
Share
Share them
'em
out.
Go ahead.
We'll go around.
Let's
Let's go around and share them.
The
Talk
goals
to
is
us.
like,
Start
say on YouTube, I probably got 1,300 subscribers. We need to get that to like 2,000. Instagram, I got about 55,000, maybe 5,800. Need to get that to 10,000. Spotify, I got about 192 followers. Need to get to like 200, 500, like 2 to 5. 2 is a minimum. It's only 8 more anyway.
Okay.
The
I like
daily
that.
the daily Spotify listeners is low right now because I got to get on some more Spotify playlists. So around 100. We want to get that to 100,000, as in like monthly listeners on Spotify. Apple Music, it don't really show your numbers like that, but I can check the streams at the end of the month. We're gonna get all of them songs to 10K minimum.
Are you doing
That's
this?
good,
Are you
isn't it?
checking this yourself? You have a team?
Yeah, I have a team, but we all at the level where you don't really have a team,
Yeah.
Where team comes with movement because people got to rely on you.
Yeah.
It's easy to say I believe in you, but you got to show movement. So
Yeah.
people going to help you out and be a part of your team, but you're not paying their bills, so it's so much they can do.
Exactly.
So you going to be the person that go the hardest for you. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? As you can see, I was coming on my way here making a vlog on the train because I told her like I'm running a little late because I had to come from Queens. So I'm like, it's funny, you on the train right now, 2 hours, body killing you. It's like every train and bus is riding crazy, super packed, and nobody not gonna come to you to none of this and promote yourself just to get, like, say if I meet y'all 3 and that's 3 new followers or 3 new listeners, and then you blow up, then 10 people trying to call your phone, where you at? I'm trying to get in the radio interview. So it's just funny for me, you know what I mean?
Life is so funny like that.
I
respect
like the list of goals because it's achievable. You know what I'm saying? It's not too far off where you be like, yeah, I'm trying to get 1 million and you only got like 100.
Yeah.
And you're going for something that is right there. And then once I get that, go to the next. And it's similar because like we've kind of went through a rebooting stage as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
you got to
At
do
the beginning
sometimes.
of this year, and I was really like, yo, we got like things that I'm personally pushing for a whole as the group. You know what I'm saying? But I'm taking upon myself to push it, and it's like the same thing. Like, it's no longer, I might have my own
you gotta just strive
Instagram,
for it,
but
shoot
I'm
it.
pushing the brand more than my own Instagram now. 'Cause
So
it's
what are
it's
some of
about
your
that.
goals? Did you mention? Give us one of your goals for the month, if you have any.
for this month.
If you, I don't know if you.
That's how I don't know if you do
this month
too.
in advance.
Like, what he's like, what month is this?
Well, like I said though, it was rebooting, so I'm really trying to get the website really established to the point where like that's all means. Like, go to the website for
everything,
for all type of information to find for us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on that.
No,
also,
that's one. You can hold it. You don't have to, don't go. I'm gonna get Shantae because she thinks she's not even getting involved. Shantae, go for the month.
No. I actually am getting involved. I know
she
it's
got a list written down, y'all.
No.
Did she write it just now? Right?
No, I
didn't.
Just
now, Frank. Were you paying attention?
I've actually been paying attention to the things that you've been saying and the things that we need. So I've been working on or reaching out to a few people to design some sketches for our fashion brand.
Okay.
So I've been working on that, trying to figure out what we want. What adding our logo.
Holla at us, man. We do production too. YFW Productions, logos, photography, videography, graphics, clothing.
There we go. See,
Yeah.
this is why you put it out in the universe.
That's why I put it out there. See, that's what I've been working on.
All right. So one of my goals, right, is to get, and this is very simple, get back into exercising.
Yeah, that's an everyday thing.
You know what I'm saying? You just slip up, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden 2 weeks turn into 2 months.
The best thing to do is
2 years.
Try to do something you like. If you like playing handball, try to get it in once a week. You like playing basketball, you like swimming.
That's the goal.
You know what I mean? I go, you know what I mean? You try to box, kickboxing, certain things you want to sign up for just to switch it up and have fun.
Yeah. That is so true, man, because
have
I'm not
fun.
necessarily, like you said, in Vancouver, I'm not a runner.
Yeah.
But in basketball, I could play for a while.
So you know what I mean? You want to play for like an hour or two. Sometimes you could do too much basketball. That's what I do. And my people that I be working out with get mad at me. They be like, you doing too much, Cardi? Yeah, because I could play for 4 hours straight, 4 or 5 hours straight. So my girl be like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Where are you?
Where are you right now?
I remember those days.
I'm Kobe.
I remember those days.
Can't do that
Real
no more.
Well, I'm trying to win every game.
You get like 11
Yeah.
minutes out of me. You get 11 minutes of my.
What is that
best.
second thing after you?
He's like, I'm coming home after this
get
game, after this game, after this
I
next
don't-
game. Like
he
alright.
said, I be trying to win, so I don't even buy the phone. It's just hours going by.
Yeah,
You up there?
I'm trying to
I
win.
won again. Well, who got next?
Yeah,
Start
I'm like
talking
11
funny.
games straight. It is what it is.
Yeah, so
Until I lose, I probably think about going home.
I'm trying to chill out now. I try to play only like maybe once every 2 weeks, something like that. Because sometimes you play too much and that could deplete your muscles.
Yeah.
I told you I'm trying to look like LL this summer.
Joints
You
be
really
all
working on that.
joints be all sore. Now you don't want to lift
talk.
weights.
Yeah.
So we got a game for you here, Frank Mcely. We just have to get you involved in this. It's called Rhyme Antics.
What's this about?
So Rhyme Antics is basically a vocabulary game, right? And Shantae and Bravo are going to introduce it.
I make a lot of
Listen.
I make up a lot of my own words.
Time out. I'm not introducing anything because I just fixed up all the cards and
What do you mean you fixed up all the cards?
because all the cards was all over the place, so I just fixed it up. You see it?
Yo, this is the type of artist I used to want to be back in the day, before my transition.
This is the type of artist you want to be?
Like, I'm about to read a dictionary and think every word. I'm about to look into the thesaurus and know every word.
Papoose.
Then I stopped. Yeah, I used to like Papoose. Like, they really be getting busy. Be like, oh, yeah, I'm revenue, chemical. Oh. Then I transitioned to, I'm about to be a speaker. I'm a speaker. I'm doing stories for you.
So, Shantae, you ready?
No, I thought Bravo had this one.
Nah,
Let me see.
I fixed the game up this morning. I fixed the game up, bro.
What you got to do? Just
Frank,
say
let
it
me
real
tell you,
quick. It
Frank.
ain't hard.
Frank.
You know what? This is gonna be my goal for the next month.
Yeah, you're going to put this in the next
What
month.
is this?
All right, we got 2 weeks
For
left.
June?
This will be the next month.
All right.
So the goal of the game is there is a sentence, and at the last word of that sentence is a word you have to rhyme, okay? So depending on, like you said, how intense your vocabulary is, so if you was like, shorty is loquacious, right? Then you have to come with, well, I live in an apartment that's spacious, right? And you have to
boy
keep,
right there. I told y'all about him already. Boy, ain't no joke.
So we got to do stuff like that. But there's lyrical, there's mumble rapper, and there's
So who made this game?
Miss Calloway.
Shout out to Miss Calloway getting that
Rhyme
money.
Antics. She's doing her thing. It's a hip hop game, so fun. So what you want to do?
Y'all need to sponsor Hip Hop Point of View, y'all.
There you go.
Send them these games for free. New
There you
games
go.
is coming out.
Hey.
This guy's a genius.
Make sure y'all send them games.
So we got lyrical, we got mumble rapper, and we have conscious. Which one you
Let
want
me
to do?
do conscious first because that's when she had her hand on.
Conscious.
Okay.
Let's go. You ready? Give me the mic.
So what does mean?
You got to read that sentence. Read that.
Yes.
We got to get in the mood.
Oh,
Frank gotta
get
check
the
the
mood.
bag out. Gotta check the bag back out.
He said, "Oh, that was the back too." Guess who's back?
But what that mean?
And you got to rhyme. So the words that rhyme with black, hack, snack.
So guess
slack.
who's back? She's wearing black.
I look like a snack.
Yeah, let's keep it on track.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
So that's tight.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right, so pick another one. You ready?
Oh.
I'm in the zone. Oh, you gotta flip the time, right?
Oh, excuse me.
Come on now.
I'm sorry.
Even Frank, Frank host the game. Frank, you about to host the game. Go ahead.
I'm in the zone. Ain't
zone.
coming home. Please don't call my phone. Please leave me alone.
Okay, stop right there. Judge David would. So rappers, they tend to, play with the words and the
You
sound.
talking about like home?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's like, I knew the mistakes I made.
with the music, they play.
I came
they
up
play
after. I said
syllables,
alone
sounds.
after. I said alone after.
They get to it. So he's gonna outjudge. He lets us know, is that okay? Is not okay? All right. So what do you think so far? Oh, he's good. Okay.
I only said home. That was the only one I messed up on.
Okay, so pass the mic. That's next. Pass the mic.
He got to go?
Yeah, he got to go. That's how we go
Oh,
all
that's
the
why
way
he
around.
didn't want to play. I'm in the zone.
I'm in the zone.
Got an ice cream on my cone.
Oh, no.
Yeah, take words. Take words away from
You're
him.
not supposed to take the words.
You had that one?
Yes.
Yeah. Time is. Show him the time. Makes him more nervous.
I'm kind of fly, just like my drone.
Oh.
You see, he got that.
He got it for you? All right.
Put that phone be on that tone.
Oh.
If you see another me, I guess that's my clone.
Oh.
Shantae,
I don't know. 'Cause he
please
took
do it
my
for
ice
Frank
cream.
McFly. Do something.
I don't know.
Oh,
Dang.
man. This is why he's doing women
for
empowerment in
you.
these songs.
Oh, they wild the horn on the mic.
It's all right.
All right, let's pick another one. Pick
What's
another
the
one.
mama one? I think he like the mama one.
Yeah, let's
Wait,
do-
we ain't look at the back though.
What was the back?
We can't get smarter.
Stone.
Bone. Postpone.
Oh,
We said
calzone.
home. Oh, they said home when I was
Throne.
close. I was in the bonus.
Oh, you said hone, right? Hone. Hone your skills.
Oh,
That's
throne was
postpone.
easy.
Oh.
We ain't think of that.
See, that's what I'm saying, man.
Cone was
Shantae,
up there
you
too.
should know this by
Yeah,
now.
you should have
I'm
said
sorry.
I'm a woman on my throne. We'd have been like, oh my god, I love her.
Queen, such a queen, melanin, natural. All right, next one.
In
Ready,
New
set,
York, I
go.
merely rock. Y'all know this game rock. I got it in my sock. I never add up.
Okay, pass it.
I
You
might
got
hit
it.
you with the lock.
Pass it.
Oh, what
I
let me
grew
see
up
what
on
that
the
was.
locks.
Oh yeah, you got the rocks. Okay, and them dudes on the blocks be carrying them Glocks.
Oh,
The clock. Tick tocks.
okay.
Oh my God.
And you don't stop.
Are you serious?
This game rocks.
No. You can't say rocks again.
No, I'm saying you gotta say
He's
it
trying to
first
help
to
you
amp
out. He's
you
trying to
up.
help you
Yeah.
out. He's sparking the word. Rocks. Rocks.
I don't know.
This is hit her again.
yeah.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ.
Dang,
This
you
is-
made me not have bringing energy. Like
Yeah,
I
you know?
don't know now. I knew.
He stumped you. She stumped
Rock.
you.
Dang.
You bring it a
I'm
stumping
sorry.
energy. All right, let's go next one. One
What the
last
back
round.
say? What the back say?
Who at the door that knock?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, blocks.
We said
I said
locks.
Fox.
We said both of the locks. So we
Stocks.
We said all-
Flocks.
Excuse you.
They don't
Come
got
on,
Millie Rock
man.
on there. Y'all gotta step that up, man.
Yeah, man, that's the hip hop version. Millie Rocks.
All right,
Okay,
we need
last
the-
one.
What's the green talking about?
The green is
Intellectual.
lyrical?
I'm out of
conscious.
this one.
I think
Nah,
that's
you
conscious.
good.
Go with conscious. Go. What you got?
Yeah, I need your consent.
Oh.
Get to it.
Y'all heard that,
I need
fellas?
You.
I need your consent. Mama keep asking me for rent.
Yeah.
My boy lead the club bent.
Yeah.
She about to say bent.
But I just like to present.
Mm. Some go to the church. Some repent.
I like guys who stay consistent.
Consistent. Okay. All right.
that messed me.
Okay.
Hold on, right.
Said a
I
little-
just crashed the BMW. Now I got a dent.
And I think you might have to vent.
Ooh.
Trying to get my dollars up. Trying to get up my cents.
Oh, I was about to say.
These corny lines, I don't want you, take a hint.
Hint.
I don't know. She got me.
There you go.
Oh!
Good job. Good job. You stumped her.
Got me. What the back of that thing say?
This is
Consent.
intellectual. Repent. All right.
Repent. Okay.
Torment.
Oh, torment.
Segment.
Assent. Segment.
Assent.
Intent.
That would have been a good
That's
one.
a nice one.
Good stuff. So,
Intent.
so Frank,
Man,
right now,
did that right there.
tell
Every
us,
rhyme going to sound like a rhyme.
pretty
And
much. That's the game. Tell us right now how to get in contact with you. What's going on next?
Like he said, you could go to frameandfly.com. Follow everything right there. We got a show coming up Saturday. We got another radio interview tomorrow. But everything y'all want to go to Frame and Fly. Y'all go to events. If y'all want to purchase some, go to shop. Y'all can pick up y'all tickets there and y'all merch. Wild Dub in the building. Frame and Fly.
Frank, we appreciate you, man, for taking the time.
You already.
Hip-hop point of view. We out. Let's get to it.
Stay fly, get wealthy, and live young. Yeah.
Do it. Hip-hop point of view. Get into it. Semore Buckz. What's the deal, big fella? How you doing, man?
Yeah.
So get that mic close to you.
Alright, good.
You ready?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
So how'd you feel the listening party was? Was it a success? Did you like it?
Yeah, it was dope, man. Good energy. Whole bunch of different people in there catching the vibe. Priceless.
Yes.
So do you do one in your town, and you doing like a tour listening party, or?
Oh yeah, I'm about to do one in my town.
Okay.
Just been moving around real crazy, so we just got locked the date in.
Okay. So I want to say the last song you played.
Yeah.
On what's the name on the? I think it's on the album.
Only Wish.
Only Wish. That was my favorite.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that.
The rhyming, the cadence on that was real different. Give me what was the mindset on that song?
I'm like, all my music is basically like a chapter of my life or something I done been through. So like the whole concept of One Connect Away is like basically telling you like I'm really like in that. I'm living that. So I'm like one connect away, I feel like. So Only Wish is like, just a chapter out of that story.
And is it the beat came first? You already had the rhyme. What was the process?
Oh, I used to write my rhymes first, but I just caught a vibe with the beat, and next thing you know, the words just popped in my mind.
And you from Maryland?
Yeah.
What's the hip hop scene like out there?
It's more like trappy, melodic. Yeah, it's like more trappy, melodic. It's a couple spitters, but it's like not many. We like foreign for real.
Yeah, I just never for some
We had
reason
that
like
discussion,
Yeah,
didn't
all
we?
the regions that had like MCs come out of, like Baltimore, Maryland, never really. What do you think that's about? Is it like?
It's different. It's like cause we city, but we kind of like country depending on where you go at. So like New York will look at Maryland people like we country. Atlanta people look at us like we city. So it's kind of like a bounce in between, but most people was more towards the countryside. With me, I was more like East Coast hip hop.
Okay, gotcha. So do you get caught up in the DMV kind of like?
Nah, I'm like an alien out there. Like I'm like one of one. So it's like everybody else do their thing and salute to them, but I'm like the last of like this cloth.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if the rap scene or the hip hop scene is not like that out in Maryland, what is Maryland producing out there that everybody's getting involved with? Then besides,
like what's popping in the clubs? Like who's the?
You got people like Shy Glizzy, YBS Scholar, Fat Trail, Gold Links. They just got that crew song, and it's like Go Go. If you in Baltimore, like they got like the club music. They call it New Jersey Club now, but where we from, it's like Baltimore club music. You don't really hear too much of people who rap like me.
Yeah,
that's deep. That's crazy. And who was kind of your inspirations out there? Who were you listening to in hip hop and was like, my cloth is gonna be of this?
I listen to like the greats, like of course Biggie, Jay, Nas, Cool G, Rakim, even down to Outkast and everybody. Like I'm just a hip hop junkie for real.
That's nice.
So we're gonna give you a kind of controversial question,
right?
So there are some new artists that don't necessarily say Pac and Big are the best to them. You know what I mean? And I feel personally like Big was so big for an era, but in terms of work, you know what I mean? He only had 2 albums and a couple of features. So I love him, but I wouldn't call him like one of the greats because he didn't have enough work.
We're gonna argue. We're gonna argue about this
would have
all
been
day, every day. We're arguing about this all day, every day because I'm Big all day, every day.
And he would have been easily.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
But what do you think about like the new artist saying, "Well, I'm not really a fan of that person"? Do you see it as disrespect?
Nah, cause it's like you could look at it like basketball. Like I'm at that age where I seen Jordan, but I didn't really get to like see Jordan.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's like I could be one of those people who can argue with Kobe because I seen him when he was light until he got heavy.
Yeah.
But so it's like I understand it. So it's all on what age bracket.
And that's what I agree
But
on.
I want to
don't
jump in.
think-
I want to jump in and clarify this right now. Just what what you said about Jordan was, you know, I've never heard nobody explain it like that before, so that was on point right there. But the reason why I say Big is like one of the greatest is because of he changed the direction of where rap was going, you know, where hip hop was going. Like it was so grimy and so gritty, New York, and then Big came out with this classy type of, you know, hood music, but like, you know, let's get fresh. Let's
he had the Jordan
let's party.
effect.
Let's do some things, and he changed it. And I don't think people really understand what like a lot of people like what they're doing now. Big was talking about that, celebrating life and having fun. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think a lot of people get like his influence on rap, the direction that it went in.
And I'm here, and we here for Semore, so I want to make sure he's cool with this. Do you feel? You said the Jordan effect just now, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you mean when you said that, the Jordan effect?
How he shifted the culture. Like Jordan, when Jordan came to the game, he changed everybody's game.
Yeah.
You look at any player right now, he at least got a couple ounces of Jordan in him.
That is a fact.
Same
That's
way
true.
Jordan got whatever from somebody else. It's like a trickle down effect.
But he took it to the next level where. All right. So with that said, and I could tell Semore, you obviously watch basketball.
A little bit.
Do you call Dennis Rodman one of the greats because he changed the game in terms of tattoos?
Yeah, in his lane, he is the great. Like he held it down. In his
All right.
lane.
So top 5, Semore. What's your top 5 or top 3 at least?
All right, this gonna be tricky.
Wait a minute, what are we talking about? Basketball or rap right now?
Semore know what I'm talking about. What you want to talk about?
Rap. All right, top 3 of all time, like
of Semore's all time in Semore world, Semore Buckz
the
world.
thing about the top anything, you gotta get technical because we can say artist wise or skill wise.
Yeah,
it's on you. You tell us.
We talking.
Let's talk skills.
All right, skills. You gotta put Big in there. You gotta put Nas in there.
Okay. Okay.
And the third one is a little tricky because we talking about just straight skills. I'm gonna get tricky and sneak somebody like Big L in there. That's just me. I'm a skill person.
Dope.
Like
That's dope.
It's hard to argue with that.
No.
It's hard to argue with
But
that.
at the same time, though, Semore, even Big L had a shortness of work. But even in that little bit, you can put him up to the great.
You talking about skills, yeah.
Okay, that's real. I can't argue with that, man. So, for yourself now, when you kind of like bring your music, do you ever say like, all right, I came up with a rhyme, but this ain't skilled enough. Scratch that. I need to start over.
Most of the time, when I come up with a rhyme that ain't skill based, I'm writing a song. But to a person who don't know me, they still gonna say I went crazy on the bars. But to me being skill wise is you almost having to Google every bar I say. Like where you listen to this song 20 times, and each time you listen to it, you just now catching on to that bar that connected to that bar that connected to that bar.
And and that's one of the things that made me fall in love with hip hop, the mental exercise. Like there's certain rappers, you hear the whole song, you understand the whole song. And some you just don't get everything because you caught on the last line.
Yeah, you so stuck.
Yeah.
You got to play catch up now. You got to rewind. You know,
get
it's
those
crazy.
lines. So what's your business side looking like? Are you down with a label? You doing?
Oh, nah, we running independent right now. It's just the Grinder, Spade Media, me and my manager and my crew. So we greasing the wheels of getting it rolling.
And how you doing with visuals? You do your own visuals?
Yeah, we got a cameraman. We got a couple of them. Honestly, we keep everything in house, so I don't really got sweat for nothing. So I can like wake up, take a shower, hit the studio, shoot a video the same day if I want. Wow. And it be edited the same day.
Wow. That's what's up. I like the fact that like you say, basically you're one of the few people in Maryland doing this right now.
Yeah.
What is that support like? Like you gotta have practically half the city on you, man.
Oh, where I'm from, it's only 12,000 people, so
you gotta have like 10,000.
Like, I got 10,000.
I got 12,000 followers.
No, there you go, the whole man. There you go. There you
but
go.
nah, like
talk to me.
Like, by default,
like
default.
It's kind of a little tricky, but because I'm like foreign for real. It's like too much. It make too much sense. People don't want to think, so it's like I might. We might play my song in the club and it might make you think like, whoa, I'm slipping in life. Maybe I should send that bottle back.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, maybe I should be like watching my kid right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I drop music that trigger your mind, so it's like it depends on what song you hear.
Make people feel guilty about enjoying themselves.
Because for real, like I'm preaching to myself too. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite to myself. So,
Do you ever feel that you might have to dumb it down a little bit?
Yeah,
because every great artist like that
I've been
has to dumb it
gradually
down.
being that like. People thought I could only like make freestyles for a while, so I started like we more originals and whatever. So I like had to like dumb it down so people could like digest it, because it's like the first couple bars might make you say oh, and then you ain't hear the rest of the 12 bars.
Yeah.
Or the first couple bars you might not understand what I'm talking about. You might be like feel a little awkward a little bit.
Yeah, because this ain't battle rap where you can wait and be like, whoa, like the song is still playing.
Yeah, it's like it's like fast food, man. They want it quick and want to digest it quick.
So do you feel like, you know what, I'm going to keep my way, be stubborn, and rock out, or are you going to make that transition?
I'm going to find a balance, because I'm not changing. I'm going to spit bars regardless. I don't care if I'm on a Mike Will beat or Knife Wonder beat. You feel me? You getting what you paid for. If you came here for steak, I'm not going to sell you pizza. So, if you want pizza, go around the block.
So with that said, so we have an inside debate. Would you be comfortable with hip-hop, let's say, on Pandora or even in like Target or someplace, if they sell like the physical joint, having specific genres like lyrical, trap, mumble, conscious? Would you be comfortable with that?
I mean, it's like a buffet. I would look at it, it's like a buffet to me. Like, you know what you want. You want potatoes, you go there. So,
Yeah,
and that would be cool, but I mean, hip hop is all hip hop.
That would be difficult if you feel like you don't associate with that
category,
category, and you like, I'm not mumble rap, but you the #1 mumble rapper in Target.
Yeah, because it's crazy. So that would like segregate everything. Because me, like I get off on down south beats too, but I'm not going to mumble.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to mumble, because there might be people who looking for that.
Yeah.
So once you realize I'm spitting, you're like, oh, he actually making sense, but I actually like it, and it's like, all right, eventually the mumble gonna fade out.
Yeah.
So you're more. My fault. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I was just saying, it's more for like the awards now. Like they want to categorize that. Like a lot of people feel like, don't put me in the same category as them, because they might be more popular than you, so you can't win. You know what I'm saying? You can't win in that category.
Yeah,
that's a good point, bro. Like you might have an ill lyrical approach, but the mumble's winning right now. So let me just put him in lyrical so he could shine. And that's one of the reasons why I mentioned it, Semore, because there's people out there that you write. I like what you said. I might be a trap guy, but then I hear some lyrics and I like, I fuck with Semore Buckz, so I'm gonna buy his joint. But at the same time, we hear a lot in this business that where's the Semore Buckz artist at?
Yeah.
Like they don't know where you at. They can't find you. And I'm like, yo, there's a lot of dudes that come by the station or we come in contact with that are dead nice, dead lyrical, you know what I mean? And the exposure's hard to get.
Right.
So I feel like sometimes you need to tell people, you don't want people to walk into a restaurant and be like, "What's in here?" Well, what you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, you
what you looking for?
What you looking for? You want to be like, "Oh, this Italian and this Thai food and this." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So for this moment right now, especially now, like the way you are lyrically, you know what I mean? People might be like, Maryland, okay, it's some trap. You know what I'm saying? Like they might automatically see that. So that was one of the reasons. But I'm glad you understood that. So you mentioned your rhyme, like making people think, you know, putting some effort into the lyrics. Did you start off like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like where I'm from in Maryland, it's kind of like not Maryland. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like a mini block from New York slapped in Maryland. Because, I mean, Jay-Z and them got money in my hood, so we always was like up north base. So you had to have bars. Like,
so there's a lot of influence.
Yeah, so it's like it's some
side,
people who came from this same cloth, but I guess they didn't catch a wave like they wanted, so they gradually went to the mumble. But me, I'm like, I set the rules. That's a mentality I had. Like, it's going, you know, lyrics might fade out, but it's always going to come back around. Everything do. Like,
yeah, there's always, people are always going to love amazing content. You just can't get away from it.
You can't deny that.
Yeah, you can't deny that. I don't care how it, especially because rhyming is poetry. You're never going to think whack about poetry. Poetry is always going to win. Yeah. So, like, when you're rhyming, I see in that little space, did they see you as like a battle rapper?
It's tricky
because of those lyrics. You
because
know what I'm saying?
This how it is. Like, at first I used to hate doing freestyles because I know people was gonna say, "Oh, you could do his freestyles," because I do them good. You feel me? So it's like we did the freestyles to catch people attention. I'm going off Lil Yachty's beat, Migo beats, all that, all the beats who you wasn't expect nobody to spit bars on. So we basically, like, you know, we cuss on here.
Yeah.
I basically we basically mind fuck the people. You feel me? I'm going off the hottest songs before it get played out. So by the time you hear the real song, you think about me. But they liked it so much that they thought all I could do was freestyle.
And then now when they hear the song, they don't think about the artist. They think about you.
Yeah. And then they got to the point where I had to perform these songs, where I'm like,
with the beat.
With the beat.
So I'm like, I'm getting shows in Maryland where I'm performing 5 freestyles. You feel me?
Oh wow.
So it's like, all right. They're like, oh, you can do freestyles, but can you make songs? I'm like, yo, I made like 10 mixtapes. But it's new fans, though, so it's like your first impression is. So, you know, I just cut the freestyles back for a little bit, and we came all original on this joint. And it kind of like, you know, slapped people in the face a little bit.
It's all good because you got that attention, though.
Yeah,
you know
so I wasn't tripping. Yeah.
So it's good.
I think, you know, shout out to the beats. Like, the beats are the beats, man. You know, some of the beats is hard. You know what I mean? It don't matter who's, it's just, if you on it and you could rhyme and you get on a joint that's on the top of the charts right now, it is what it is. You know what I mean? We've been doing that in hip hop since the beginning of time. That's like how hip hop started.
Yeah, man.
With the disco beats. So what's the first single off the One Connect Away joint?
Plenty Niggas.
Plenty Niggas.
Yeah, I paid homage to 50 Cent because me growing up in that era, Get Rich or Die Trying was real crazy for me. So it's like, I felt as though the song was old enough and people in my age group, it would hit them real, like, you know what I mean? They would understand. It's kind of like Paid in Full or something. Like, we grew up to it. So I just wanted to pay homage to 50 and add my own spin on it.
So give us a verse from Plenty Niggas.
I said, my heart cold as Big Shirley was lit early. My young boy Millie was rocking his wrist sturdy. Nines on his Gino Green since big jerseys. Older niggas call me big homie who mid-30s. Loyalty only breed good karma. Never broke the oath. Let them burn they bridges for crumbs before I got a loaf. If you ain't walk with me, can't ride when I cop the ghost. Ride passing wave, you stank your mood hollow toast. Wild style like Crazy Legs was popping no. I crush grew pockets fat boy, that's how it go. Over your head like Louis scarves, I got them sewn. Over your head, a box trash, I gotta go. Got a body done but didn't fix her walls. Bills never paid but always in the mall. Chrysler with a Phantom grill, ho, you live in mentality petite but think you live in large, something like that.
So
something like
So I heard a line. There was a line that I heard before, but you another line caught my attention.
Yeah.
So you said got her buddy done, but didn't fix the wall.
Yeah. So look, right. It be like that.
I want to see if she understood what she heard. Do you understand what he said?
Yes, I do.
Explain what he said.
Got her body done, but didn't fix the walls
of her apartment. What you meant?
No, her body. If the walls.
Just check it. Hey, Dub, how you doing?
She could get this done, but this ain't actually done.
Okay.
Man.
So what you meant by that, Sewell?
I mean, be fraud and like, I mean, you know, you might could get your body right, but you can't embrace the miles. Like,
yeah.
I'm just that's just me. You know what I mean?
That's true. I'm down with it.
That's just me turning my humble switch off to humble the people who you know.
What I mean? I gotta put people in their place.
Yeah,
that's
sometimes,
all,
man.
I gotta put them in their place.
Yo, that was so heavy though. You know what I mean? Because
it was so mind fucking. It was so mind fucking.
And I don't want to speak for the women, but in speaking for the man, it's not like a new life. You know what I mean? You got your body done, but it's not a new life.
I'm just saying though that them new.
Well, there are guys who do see that.
But them,
absolutely.
That is why the momentum is the speed train right now.
See, but when you got like 12,000 followers, you can say things like that. You know what I'm saying? You can say that. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that straight out the gate.
Nah,
you know?
I gotta be the person to say it. You feel me?
Yo, man,
if everybody else scared to say it, I'm gonna be the one.
Yo, man, set it off, man.
So is there? Let's say, and that's not even let's say when. Right, you come out of Maryland, start putting the focus on that community. Is there anything you'd like to use your success to do in your community?
Yeah, man, we need some structure out there, man. Like it's a lot, it's a lot of people who need guidance out there, and I come from that, so you know what I mean. I know exactly how it is. There's a lot of people out there who need my guidance, and being that I'm not in the hood no more, it's a couple people who you know what I mean gotta get it together. So once I get myself situated, I'm gonna always go back and make sure I help everybody else get balanced.
That was deep though. He said they need structure.
Yeah,
that's heavy. That's heavy. And I know exactly what you mean, because we can also say that people like you, when y'all come out and they see you like go to a certain level, you know what I mean? Now, when you're there, everybody's kind of moving with the wave.
Yeah.
But when you start doing more important things or bigger scope things, who's the next one? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now everybody's wilding. Yo, Semore's out of town. He's on tour. Yeah. He's doing this, and then now it goes back to the craziness.
I like when you have a younger generation making their moves, and and it's about rebuilding and restructure and everything. Because nowadays they got a lot of excuses. Yo, we're going through so much, so they don't want to do nothing positive. So when you got somebody in the same bracket as you, same age and everything, and he's on that level, it's like, bro, what you talking about? Like, you can do it. It's there. Like, but you don't want to put that energy into that, because it's harder to put energy into that than just let me just do some bullshit.
I think it's all about the mentors, right? So Semore, who's like some of your hip hop mentors, or even any mentors that helps you in the industry right now?
My team, like I don't really know I don't really got no crazy cosigns and nothing like that. It's just me and my crew, like we just built it up.
And is there anybody like that you looked at on how to structure yourself musically?
I mean, people like Jay, because I mean, like to me, Jay-Z is from Cambridge. You feel me? Like he from Brooklyn, but he got his bag in my hood. So it's like, I wrote my first rap and recorded it in the same house Jay-Z trapped out of. So it's like we seeing Rockefeller plaques on the wall and all that. Like I remember when Jay-Z wasn't Jay-Z. So it's like that's inspiring for real. Like. So he basically gave us the blueprint for real.
That's
like,
real talk.
Just watch and listen, right?
Yeah, like
watch and listen.
Talk
okay. So real quick, I think we got time. You got time for the game?
Yeah, I'm with it.
Okay, let's do it. So we got 7 minutes.
Yo, bro, he just did a freestyle. He just dropped.
Stop being. You just don't want to play, right? You don't have.
Yo, listen, man, I'm ready.
See,
I got bars, man.
Semore be talking about you.
Bars,
that's the artist Semore talking about. He's talking about artists like you.
Bro, I'm from the Bronx. We got bars,
Semore
man.
like I'm creating my own lane.
I'm from the Bronx.
I play the game by myself. Semore said I play the game by myself.
I can make a freestyle right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Bars.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. We look at it as verbal exercise.
Yeah,
so,
man, I don't want him strain his brain though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta stay focused.
He got jewels to drop, man. He got jewels to drop, man. We gonna take all this shit. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
Oh, that's crazy. So, Semore, did you hear the rules of the game?
I caught the ending of it though, where y'all was like doing y'all thing.
Okay, all right. So the rules of the game is rhyme antics, right? Yeah. And it's a game that works on your vocabulary, right? So as rhymers, you say one sentence or one bar. The last word of that bar, you got to rhyme with in the next bar.
Oh, so we basically like Styles and Jada.
Exactly, exactly. But here's the
well,
difference.
a little bit
Seymour.
different than them. With
we all the locks right here. The locks
Styles and Jada, Moi and Ghost right here. But the only difference we've noticed is that like people who play the artists, they play with the sounds crazy. So so instead of clock, they'll be like drop. You know what I'm saying? And that's just artists. So we got Judge David here for that. All right?
Judge David.
You ready? So pick up one. Pick up a card. There goes, those are the answers.
Wait, those are the
So you
answers
obviously
on
gonna
the back.
pick up another one. You gotta pick up another one. Okay, what you got there? Read that sentence.
The world is mine.
The world is mine? All right, let's go around real quick. Ready? Go. Rhyme goes.
The world is mine. Of course I grind.
Go.
And the girl right there, she's so fine.
I like to be in the club intertwined.
He got bars, but I got lines.
In the club, let the 9 off like Sean.
Oh my God.
Stuck him. He stuck
and
him.
I put no. When you get that whip, you know we black people, we like to have it smell like pine.
Okay. Pine on the hat. My girl is fine.
We said fine.
Who said fine?
I said fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
All right. So some people go decline, I incline.
Pass.
Oh boy,
yeah. So we keep it going.
So let's do one more card. Go with the blue ones.
We gonna hit them with that.
We're gonna hit it with the blue joint. I think we got time for 2 more. Ready? Go.
Try to be loyal.
Okay, go.
Try to be loyal. Turn to a king and meet royal.
Oh,
go ahead. I know you stuck. I know you stuck.
Call me right there.
I know you stuck already.
That dirt. Is that dirt soil?
Soil, okay, soil. I don't drink milk. I ain't worried about the spoil.
Spoil.
Oh boy, yeah.
All right, one more. And we gotta give it the green one. Give him the green one. What you got?
All right, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, it sound good. What sound good? What sound good at when we need it?
What
The food is delicious.
Okay. That would have been better. Sal would have been fine with that. I'm going to show you how. The food is delicious. Go.
The food is delicious. My mood is tremendous.
All right, hold on. Judge David. Tremendous, no? Tremendous.
Oh, I forgot we make it. All right,
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
being a rapper, though.
Okay.
True. Just being a rapper,
True.
not even thinking.
That's true.
All right, we stumped on that.
No, you go. We go again.
The food is delicious. I move with, I don't know. You know like,
You can go with suspicious. Suspicious.
All right.
All right, look on the
Go ahead.
back, because you don't.
I was not using none of
Nah, Sal could have said malicious.
Malicious.
That's what he would have came.
Sal would have said, I'm malicious.
Yo, Semore Buckz, thanks for taking the time, having some fun with us, man. Plug in how to get in contact with you in the project.
You can Google me, Semore Buckz, SEMOREBUCKZ, or you can follow me on Instagram, same thing, SEMOREBUCKZ. Dark skinned guy with the braids gonna pop up and gold teeth.
Yeah.
Holla at me.
Get
Talk
to
to
it.
him.
One
Maryland
connect
in the
away.
building.
Maryland.
Dove, thank you. Hip Hop Point of View. We
Yeah.
out.
We out.
HPOV.